Hi everyone. In this video, we will see how to do a correlation for a dev web protocol in LoadRunner. So in previous video, one of our previous video, I have shown how to record a script using dev web protocol. This video we'll see how to do it. So the script the flow what I'm doing is to launch a JPEG store website and clicking sign in and then in the passwords and just log off from the application. So that's the flow which I have done. So this is a previous, this is a script which I have recorded previously. So here, what we need to do is like, so once we have a script created and generated successfully, then we need to figure out what are the desired parameters that we need to correlate. Okay? So here, if you see that we have a name, I'm sending the password. So have a we have another two fields, which is our source page and FP has the dynamic parameters that need to be sent to the server along with our form. So for that, so in the dev protocol, we have multiple options to get a text to be captured from your response. So like let's take an example. Like we have an HTML extractor. We can extract the value of input field or dev tag or anchorref href value or selected tag value, selected option value. So everything we can be whichever which the data which is in the HTML tag in between of HTML tags, we can get the data using HTML extractor. Or if your response is in JSON, then we can use the JSON extractor. And we have another option like regular way of what we do in web protocol. Web HTML protocol in LoadRunner like regex pattern and left boundary and right boundary. So we have different options here. So we have XML extractor as well. So like in JMeter, we have an XML extractor. So same way we have an XML extractor here also. So just to give a demo, I used the boundary extractor and have used HTML extractor here, and we can use regex extractor as also. Yeah. So now what we have done first, I have done is like we used a boundary extractor here. So in the boundary extractor, we have two types of boundary extractor here. The first thing what I've used here is like p underscore jsession id is our my parameter name which I'm going to use in my script wherever it's required. Okay, and this is the left boundary and this is the right boundary of the text. Okay, so this is a boundary extractor, left and right boundary. Uh, and the more important thing in the DevWeb protocol is, so once if you create this correlated text, this is a extractor variable called jsession id, which I declared it as a jsession id. So I can use this variable in not only one request. So I can use it in I can use. So let's take an example like now the first request where I'm getting the JSession ID. So and if the JSession ID is again updating after login or some other step, the script, you can directly use the same variable, same extractor wherever it's required. Okay, so these are one of the advantage what we have. So we can in dev web protocol, what we can do is like we can define all our extractor before starting our script only. Here I have given as in regular web HTTP HTML protocol, like just before our request, just I've given in that way. But we can use the same extractor any number of times if the left boundary right boundary is not changing. Okay, so now I have created a boundary extractor. So I can call it as an extractor. So under the extractor, we have different types of extractors. So this is one of the extractors. So I have created extractor here. So how you need to add this extractor your request. Now we have a extractor here. Next, scroll down to the request. In which request you're going to capture the JSession ID. So this is the request where I'm going to capture the JSession ID. Here you need to add one more array with the key as an extractor, and you can pass your variable what you created for the extractor. Okay, you got my point, right? So okay, here I'm creating a new key, that is the extractor. For that I'm providing the array. So here we can capture multiple multiple extractors, and we can pass it as a kappa separated in an array. Okay. So once this request is completed, once this request is executed, once this request is executed and the generation ID is captured, then the response, I mean the variable will be saved in this variable web response extractors J session ID. Okay. So now this is the variable what we have captured. So just to give a clear idea again, so this is a variable for your load runner. I mean for your script, and this is the actual variable where the data will be saved. Okay, so this is the extractor. I mean here in this extractor, it will show you the what is the left boundary, right boundary, and to which variable it has to be saved. Okay, so now the value once if you extractor is extracted the data, and if you want to reuse it, then you need to use it as a web response one dot extractors dot the variable name declared in the JSession ID. In the variable the JSession ID C underscore session JSession ID. So I have given the naming wrong. So okay, so it should be JSession ID. Okay, so just I'm using that JSession ID in below. Here I'm using the JSession ID in my request. If you see, this is the JSession ID. JSession ID key, and this is the value which it will save. As I mentioned, this is the web response one, which is the object of your complete request. Okay, so for this complete request, the data is saved. The data is saved in web response one. Web response one. Okay, here the web response one. Here it was saved. The complete response and everything is saved in the web response one. So in here in the web response one, under the extractors, the JSession ID. Okay, this JSession ID is the value what you given in the extractor, what the name given in the extractor, not the variable name. Okay, please make sure that when you're using that. Okay, so I have using my variable here, correlated variable, and the most important thing that you need to that I want to highlight here is, so if you see here everything it was in double quote. Okay, it was in double quote, but here it is not a single quote, it's a inverted quote. So you can see the difference here. So this is a single quote, and this is a double quote, and this is the inverted, I mean like uh, inverted single quote. So this is different from a single quote. So this code, this character can be found on your keyboard just above your tab button, or before the one number of your one number key. So you need to use this character just to tell web script that you need to want to replace the value of your variables. I mean, like whether it's a parameterization, whether the correlation, either some other dynamics thing you created. If a variable, the value is saved in the DevWeb protocol, then definitely you need to use this character instead of single quote or double quote. Okay. Uh, okay. Now again, so in this request, the web response to, so this is a request again. This is a request. In this request, I will get other two variables. To see this here, click on snapshot. So if you use the shortcut of web Alt Control P, then it will not show you the snapshot. So this is I mean, it's a bit different when compared to the web protocol. So you need to go right click on the text, and you need to go for the snapshot. So that the snapshot what it was showing is different from the look and feel is different from comparing to the traditional web protocol, HTML protocol. Okay, so click on this, go to the response here. If you see, we have two different variables here, source page and FP. So if you see this, so in the correlation, I have added, I have added, let's take this. Okay. Let's take this. So if you take the here a source HTML, I mean, I have created a HTML extractor here. So if you see this, we have an C underscore source page as a name, variable name. I have given the variable name, and next, what I have did is back to, so the variable name is underscore source page. Okay, and it's an input type and name equal to source page. So I have given a CSS extractor here, CSS value. So generally what we use for jQuery or JavaScript CSS to apply the style or to modify any kind of form validation or something, like we can use this kind of CSS extractor. Okay, and I want to the capture the attribute of value. Like see, this is the input type, name equal to source page, and I want to capture the value attribute of value. Okay, this is the value equal to like this is the attribute name value, and we want to capture this value. So that I mentioned here value. I want to capture the value. Okay, then I have captured this and have added the in C underscore source page. So in this, I mean, if you want to capture a value in first one, you need to apply the extractor to the same request. Okay, so you need to add your extractor in same request. So just I'm giving another example here. Just I'm copying the same thing, and pasting it here, and I'm making it as C underscore FP. So here C underscore FP. Then I'll make the name as FP. Let me give you the example. Okay. If you go to this, I have added the FP because you scroll down to the page and the variable where it was, the value where it is, FP. See, if you see the name equal to double underscore FP. Okay. Double underscore FP. I'm copying the same thing, and I will apply the same value here. Okay, and again I need the same value, that same value attribute. Okay, value attribute. So this is the thing. So if you want to capture some other thing, you can give the image equal, or you can take the anchor f, or the ordinal, like the first occurrence or second occurrence, and you can give, instead of value, you can give the href here. Instead of value, you can give href here. So it will capture the href value. Now I want the value attribute, so I'm getting the value attribute. Now I have created a variable. So if you forget to add this to the extractor key, then no matter, like even if your regular expression or extractor is correct, it won't work, because you are not applying to your actual extractor where it has to extract. Okay, right? Now we have extracted the both variables, the source page and the SP. Now what I will do is, like if I want to replace that, just I'll come to the respective decide form. So this is the value where I need to pass. Okay, now go to here, really remove the value. Now dollar, open the flower bracket, paste the web response dot extractors extractors dot your variable name. Okay, and check the what is your variable name here. So this is the variable name, P underscore source page, P underscore source page. Okay. So this is our variable name. So copy this, apply it here, close the floor bracket. And the most important thing is you need to change the double quote to this and this. Okay, okay, we got it. Now just check the whether you given the exact name of extractor. So is there any typo in extractor? So you can copy the extractor here. Just in case, I mean, if there's a typo, I'm replacing it. Okay, paste it. So copy the same thing, apply it for field, FP field. Instead of see this underscore FP. Now, now we can run it and we can check it. If there is an error, it will, I mean, it will show it in log. Otherwise, it will pass the dynamic value to our request, I mean, in the request. Go this here, so it was executed successfully. So this is very quick, well compared to web protocol. So please make sure whether if you want to do that, just apply a debugging point. So I'm going to the snapshot. Now go to the post call. The post call the request headers. Here, if you see the referrer here, it was showing as an was not passed because the referrer, I think you have not updated the into single code. So see here, in this referrer, we have not updated the single code. That's the reason why it was passing the same extractor. So this might be the issue. So we can pass this. We can remove this. Post first uh, procedures. The response. You go to the response of the page. Uh, then it will show you the welcome page. See here it was showing sign out and username welcome text or something like welcome test user. So if you go here you have welcome test. Okay. So if you go and log into the web application, you log into the application, it will show you the same text. It mean 1 2 3 the password showing some text. Okay. So our request is successful and we are able to log in. Thanks for listening this time. So we can explore more on each and every extractor in next video. Please do subscribe and follow our channel. Thanks for listening.